From Jeju, we flew through Seoul to Osaka, Japan. The airport is about an hour from the city by train, with the first part over water as the airport is on a man-made island. The train car was so clean, with the plushest seats we could imagine for a public train. We stayed in the Chuo ward, a mostly residential area with plenty of nearby restaurants, grocery stores, and metro stops. One thing we noticed immediately is that Osakans love bicycles. There was parking all around, and young and old, students and office workers, with child carriers and umbrella mounts. Bikes were used, rain or shine. Our apartment was nice and quiet, despite being right beside a major highway that runs over the Dotonbori, a canal dating back to the early 17th century. From our place, the canal bends around toward what tourists know as the Dotonbori. With its giant billboards and TV screens advertising Osaka brands like Asahi beer and Glico processed foods. Don Quixote, a multi-story discount store, is framed by a scenic Ferris wheel, slowly rotating passengers around for a bird's eye view of the area. The pedestrian promenades and tour boats make the area very accessible, and it can get really crowded. Fortunately, day or night, there's plenty to do just off the Dotonbori. Like shopping, from duty-free to high-end and everything in between. Covered shopping streets are everywhere. Shinsaibashi Shopping Street is very modern, but has been around nearly for 400 years. There's also underground shopping, and the Kurumon Ichiba Market that we visited on a city walking tour has all sorts of food items for sale. Fruit, especially in Japan, is beautifully packaged, but crazy expensive, sometimes over $20 per pound. Osaka is known throughout Japan for its food, advertised with colorful, eye-catching signage, especially for tako, Japanese for octopus. Takoyaki, grilled octopus balls, were invented in Osaka in the 1930s and are a popular snack for tourists and locals alike. Another grilled Osaka original is okonomiyaki, a pancake made of flour, shredded cabbage, and a wide range of other ingredients. And don't forget to clean your grill. And for Mario Kart fans, you can rent your own karts and tool around the Dotonbori area with your own crew. Osaka also has some wonderful parks. A short train ride south, a local park hosted a music festival one weekend. It was a popular family event that had some fantastic music and captivating wildlife. North of the Dotonbori, the Okawa River flows through the city, with riverboat tours available. Nakanoshima Park has a sizable rose garden, which unfortunately had very few blooming flowers at the time. But the nearby open space park was bustling with all sorts of activities and was a perfect spot for a picnic. One of the largest parks in Osaka surrounds the iconic Osaka Castle. Ringed by a large moat, the castle rises almost 200 feet to the top of the main tower. The hill is entirely man-made, using a technique called burdock piling. Each of the 2 levels of stone walls were stacked around dirt mounds and the gaps filled in. A powerful construction technique, it's resistant to all but the most destructive of earthquakes. Originally built between 1583 and 1597, the wooden tower has been destroyed multiple times by war, lightning, and other fires, but most recently by Allied bombing during World War II. The modern tower is concrete, replicating its peak 17th century glory. Entrance to the park and all the beautiful gardens is free of charge, but to go inside the tower, buy a ticket online in advance to skip the long line at the entrance. Inside and just outside of the outer walls, what's now Wooded Park was once filled with the houses and shops of the common people of Osaka. In 1615, 18 years after it was built, Osaka Castle and its founding clan were destroyed in the Summer War, ushering in the Edo period of Japan that would last 264 years. The land around Osaka is vast and fertile, earning it the nickname of the Kitchen of Japan. The historic port is still one of the top in the country. And next to the port, the Osaka Aquarium is one of the top in Asia and definitely worth a visit. The multi-level design takes you through different climates and ecosystems, both on the surface and beneath the water. Featuring some of Japan's most monstrous and incredible creatures. But the best part for us was the main tank. 30 feet deep, its 1 foot thick acrylic glass walls holding 5,400 tons of seawater and some amazing pelagics. In the northern part of the city, Osaka Station is the transport hub and also a shopping hub, with multiple malls in the area. The HEP 5 multi-level mall is unusual for the giant whales in its atrium and for the giant Ferris wheel perched on its roof. Accessible from the elevator, we were able to walk right in. The visibility from inside the sturdy, stable car was fantastic. And the views of the rail lines below were some of the most unusual sights we've ever seen. Stretching out like octopus arms to connect Osaka to the rest of Japan, it was on these lines that we would explore the greater Kansai region coming up at our next episode. So please subscribe, hit the bell, and stay tuned.